The Hobbit and the Lord of the Rings trilogies gets a 4K announcement. Scream Factory unveils its next 4K line with the Prince of Darkness, and Friday the 13th, the box set comes to your homes this Tuesday, courtesy of Scream Factory. All this and more in the next Physical Media Report. Stay tuned. What is up, everybody? Welcome to Mid-Level Media. I'm Ken, and I'm here as I am every Monday to give you all the news and announcements and the full rundown in the world of physical media. We're going to talk about all the news and new announcements surrounding 4K releases, Blu-ray releases. We're going to cover what's coming out this week, this Tuesday, that you can be getting excited for immediately. We're also going to cover the top 5 Blu-rays and the top 5 4Ks of the week, as well as I'm going to cover some deals for you guys to save some bucks this week on your physical media collection. So lots of stuff to go over this week in the world of physical media. And guys, I cannot be any more grateful. This is episode 26 of the Physical Media Report. I have been doing this show for 6 months, and it is finally starting to take off and grow in the way that I originally intended it. And I just wanted this to be a show to inform you all, to let you all know, to help you all get excited and amped up for new physical media releases. And that's what I always intended the show to be, and that's what it's become. And I am so happy that it has. So I appreciate every single person that checks this out on Mondays at 3 o'clock or 4 o'clock, whenever I post it. It's always around that time, but definitely appreciate your guys' supports, your comments down below, your likes, all that stuff. It keeps me motivated. It keeps me going. So definitely, guys, if you haven't yet, if you're discovering me for the first time, if this is your first time on my channel, go ahead and hit that subscribe button. Become a subscriber of the Mid-Level Media channel. I do all kinds of awesome physical media related content on this channel, as well as this show every Monday. I also do weekly Blu-ray hunts where I take you all into the Best Buys and the Targets with me. We hunt for new Blu-ray and 4K releases. And I also I'm doing horror recommendations right now for the month of October. I do unboxing videos. I do reviews, top 10 lists, all kinds of awesome content, movie related content, Blu-ray, 4K related content on this channel that I would love for you to come and be a part of this community and check this stuff out with me. So, and also guys, like always, like the video, give me a like, help the video move up those YouTube algorithms, and also comment down below anything that you're excited about just in the coming months or this week as far as new Blu-ray and 4K pickups. We got a ton of stuff to talk about, guys, so let's get into it. Let's get into some breaking news. Before I get into the top news, the one that's on the thumbnail, let's get into some breaking news, because Prince of Darkness, right before I went to film this, has been announced for a 4K release on January the 19th, 2021 from Shout Factory, Scream Factory. So this looks like another set very similar to the They Live set that's coming out this December. And this is the Prince of Darkness, another John Carpenter classic film, one that I actually have not seen, but one that I may or may not have just ordered in the Scream Factory sale that they had over the weekend, which we're going to cover later on in the video. So not a whole lot of details on this, but rest assured, as soon as the special features and all that stuff breaks, I am going to be back with another special features revealed video, kind of reacting to all the special features for this set. But super excited for this. I know a lot of Carpenter fans are going to be excited for this. This is a kind of like a cult Carpenter classic, one that I definitely need to see and one that I will very soon. So let's move on to the news that was announced, I think, last Wednesday. And that is, rumblings of this have been going on for a long time now. I think all the way back to last year they were talking about the Lord of the Rings 4Ks, but they are officially announced, and not just announced, but also given details on special gift sets, box sets, steelbooks, all that kind of stuff, which I'm going to run down the prices for here in a second. And I kind of have a little bit of a beef with these prices that I'm going to talk about as well. But let's get into it, guys. We have Lord of the Rings, the original trilogy, the 2001 to 2003 films, have been announced for 4K. Regular 4K price for this trilogy, and this is including the theatrical and extended editions. That is $89.99, so $90 for all 3 of these films. And not only do you get the theatrical version, but you also get the extended version, so that is cool. Gift set extended version is going for $149.99. Now, this is a very nice gift set, but that is a super steep price. But I'll get into that in a second. Steelbooks have been announced for $119.99. So the Best Buy exclusive steelbooks are 120 bucks basically for this Lord of the Rings set. Now let's move on to The Hobbit. Regular price for that is the same, $89.99. And these are the films that came out, I believe, 2012 to 2014. these movies came out. So all these movies are directed by Peter Jackson. Regular is $89.99. Steelbooks are $119.99. So no distinction between the price points there, even though I think it's widely regarded that the Lord of the Rings trilogy is the far superior trilogy. I would think that the Hobbit 4K trilogy would be a little lower in price because I don't think there's a lot. Did they come out with a special? I'm pretty sure they did come out with extended editions for those. But that series was already so dragged out anyway, taking one book and trying to split it into a trilogy. I can't imagine how much they would add into those extended editions. But same exact price as the Lord of the Rings 4K, which I find kind of, I don't know, it doesn't feel right to me that they would charge the exact same amount. And these prices are already high enough in my opinion. The gift set, $150 for a gift set for Lord of the Rings. Just to put this in perspective, you have the Back to the Future trilogy that is coming out this month. 4Ks for those are only like $45 if you just want the basic 4Ks. And the gift set for that is like $70, I think, and the steelbooks are like $80. So I mean, and I don't know, man. It's like Back to the Future to me is a better trilogy. Like it's higher up there for me. But at this point, they're both classic trilogies, both probably in a lot of people's top 5 trilogies of all time. And I don't know, this seems very steep. And I understand, like, I can kind of see it with The Lord of the Rings. You're getting the extended editions, all that stuff for the regular $90 price point. The steelbooks for $120. I kind of get that, but that gift set for $150, and then to make the Hobbits the exact same price, that seems a little wrong to me in a way. I think they need to lower that price a little bit. I don't really see that happening, but hopefully Warner Brothers will take it down a notch with those sets. But it is super exciting for Lord of the Rings fans for sure, though. I mean, I'm not a huge Lord of the Rings fan. I do enjoy that first Lord of the Rings trilogy. It's been a while since I went back and watched them. I can't say that I'm going to buy this day one if it stays at $90. That is very steep for that trilogy for $90. I might have to wait until it goes down a little bit, maybe like 60 or 70, and then I'll pull the trigger on it. But definitely want to own those at some point for sure, because I'm sure they're going to look amazing in 4K. So get excited, Lord of the Rings fans. Those will drop this December the 1st on 4K. So next up, guys, let's get into the New Mutants. You remember that movie that's still in the theaters right now, chugging along, making $2 million every weekend. The movie that I returned to the theaters to, I think last month, and immediately decided that the theaters were not for me anymore. That's beside the point. New Mutants is coming to Blu-ray and 4K on November the 17th, courtesy of Disney, formerly, Fox Studios. But yeah, that's an awful movie, guys. I hated that movie. If you want to check it out, I don't know if I recommend purchasing it. Maybe Redbox it, maybe rent it first, see what you think. But Antebellum has also been announced for Blu-ray and 4K. Interesting that this one's getting a 4K release as well. And right now I think it's on video on demand. That's how they released it. This is courtesy of Lionsgate, and this is coming out on November the 3rd. Now this is one I'm very interested in. I really like the trailers for this. I heard kind of mediocre split reviews when it came out, but I am interested in checking this one out for sure. I might just pick up the Blu-ray blind by day one just because I really like the cover too. I think it looks awesome. Bumblebee 4K Steelbook was announced. The re-release of Bumblebee is coming out from Best Buy on November the 3rd from Paramount. Also, Peninsula 4K. Train to Busan presents Peninsula, the sequel to Train to Busan 2016 film. This one just came out, I think, August 2020. This is being released by Wellgo USA on November the 21st. So that is getting a 4K, and it's also getting a regular Blu-ray release for that film. The Smiley Face Killers Blu-ray is being released by Lionsgate on December the 8th. I have no idea what this is, but the cover looks pretty cool, so I thought I would show it off to you guys. Tintor Era Tiger Shark. This is coming from Kino Lorber on January the 5th, as well as The Train coming from Kino Lorber on Blu-ray on January the 5th as well. So 2 new prominent Kino Lorber titles. These seem to be full sets with multiple cover variations and stuff like that. So that's really cool that Kino's kind of getting into that kind of stuff. That's it for the news and announcements, guys. Let's move on to what you all are here for, and that is me covering the deals of the week, even though you can get most of this Blu-ray, this information on Blu-ray.com. But there's a lot of cool sales going on this week, guys. We have the Arrow Video Shocktober sale for 2020. A lot of titles are like 70% off right now. So definitely hit those up. I can put those links in the description down below, as well as Shout Factory sale. A lot of stuff is 50% off. I took advantage of that a little bit over the weekend, but I missed out on some stuff that I really wanted because I waited too long to pull the trigger. But their website actually crashed over the weekend because of this sale. But there's tons of great sales on Screen Factory titles on there, which a few that I scooped up, which I'm going to do an unboxing video. Not unboxing, but I'm going to do kind of like a video showcase of the recent Screen Factories I picked up from that sale. So I'm not going to reveal what those titles were at this time, but I'm gonna hopefully whenever I get those in, I'm gonna do that video. So yeah, a lot of great titles on sale over at Shout Factory, but it's kind of winding down right now. When I was picking through, a lot of the stuff had been picked clean, so I don't know exactly how much you're gonna get. There's still some titles on there I think you could grab though for pretty cheap. So the Columbia Classic set right now, guys, is $95.68. So that thing was, I think, about $115 back when I bought it. So $20 decrease. That's an excellent set. I love the packaging on that set. It's like a really hardbound leather kind of cover. The thing that sold me on that set was all of the 4Ks were individually packaged in their own actual 4K slip covers and everything like that. So that's the thing that sold me on it. The Hitchcock set is $54.99 right now. I bought it for $64.99. Actually, I think I got $5 knocked off because they lowered it to $60. Amazon reimbursed me $5, which is really cool of them. But that is going for $54.99 right now on Amazon.com. So great deal for that. That is a beautiful box set that if you haven't checked out my unboxing video of, definitely go back in my unboxing playlist and check out that video if you want to see if you're kind of sell yourself on buying that for $54. That's an excellent deal for classic films on 4K. That's an awesome deal. Downtown Abbey Blu-ray is going for $10 right now. For any Downtown Abbey fans. Far From Home on 4K is $14.96 right now. The Total Recall 4K, which I have a special features reveal video for, which you can check out. That's coming in December. That is $14.99 right now for a pre-order. That is a great price for a 4K for that. So I might actually jump on that and pre-order it at that price. Angry Birds 2, the 4K. Is right now $12.96 on Amazon.com. So Angry Birds 2. I checked that movie out with my kids. It was a pretty good sequel. I like the first Angry Birds a little better, but it was a decent sequel. Black Christmas is $10 right now on Amazon.com, as well as Men in Black International 4K is $14.96. Valley Girl, which is a movie that just came out, I believe, 2 weeks ago, starring Jessica Roth, is $14.99 right now on Amazon. So that's a $5 price drop for that just came out for $20. So that's a really good deal on a new Blu-ray. Mother right now, the Darren Aronofsky film starring Jennifer Lawrence, is $7.99 on Blu-ray right now. So tons of great deals, guys, and you know my spiel. Here at the Mid-Level Media channel, you know, we want to save you guys a buck. We understand you can't be spending $200-$300 on Blu-rays every single week. You got to kind of pick your spots and wait for the deals to come, and I'm here to help you and share these deals with you guys. So I hope you enjoyed those deals. I hope you take advantage of those deals, and let's move on to our next topic of the show, and that is the top 5 Blu-rays for last week. So I'm going back to the segmented top 5 Blu-rays, top 5 4Ks. That's the way Blu-ray. I just let Blu-ray.com dictate how I'm going to cover the top Blu-rays of the week because it's whatever they decide to show me on there. But Hocus Pocus was #1, guys. No surprise there. Everybody loves Hocus Pocus. Everybody loves grabbing Hocus Pocus and watching it with their families every year. Rick and Morty Season 4 is #2 on Blu-ray. #3 is Sonic. Sonic's still chugging along, making that money. Beetlejuice is #4. That warms my heart to see. Halloween is #5. A lot of people scooping up that classic Carpenter film to watch. 4K releases, we have Halloween on 4K. That is the #1 seller right now. The Invisible Man on 4K. 1917 on 4K. That thing just will not quit. It keeps chugging along in that top 5, and I'm here for it, man, because that was my favorite movie of 2019. So awesome film that I'm glad a lot of people are still checking out. Top Gun 4K is still #4. It's been on the top spot. And also #5, guys, a variation of John Wick or John Wick Chapter 2. John Wick Chapter 3 has always been in the top 5 4Ks as we've been discussing them for the past 5 months. And John Wick Chapter 2 on 4K is #5 in the top 5 4Ks. So with that, let's get into what's new coming out this week in the world of physical media, Blu-rays, 4Ks, all that awesome stuff. And of course, we got to talk about first. We got to talk about this Friday the 13th box set that was released by Screen Factory. It is due out tomorrow, but if everybody that pre-ordered from the Screen Factory website back in July got theirs last week over the weekend, I already have my unboxing video up, which you can check out in my unboxing playlist. But yeah, guys, I'll go ahead and show it off again because it is absolutely gorgeous. This Friday the 13th box set right here from Scream Factory comes out officially tomorrow. I know a lot of people that ordered it off of Amazon are going to be getting them tomorrow. This is an amazing box set that I can't wait to dig into. I'm hoping to get into some of these titles this week. I might watch the first Friday the 13th. I want to do, it is my ambition, as I said in my unboxing video, to do individual reviews for each one of these films on my channel. I don't know how many people are going to be interested in that. I don't know how many people are going to view them, but I really just want to do them all. I don't know. I'm just really interested in doing them, and I have something in my head, like a particular way I want to review them that's different than me just doing a normal movie review of them. So I have an idea for that, how I want to structure just how I'm scoring it and stuff like that. So definitely check those out when you see those drop on my channel for sure, because it's going to be interesting. It's going to be different than anybody else, a different way to review them than anybody else is doing on the YouTube. So I'm excited about that. But yeah, guys, this Friday the 13th box set being released from Scream Factory. I know right now it's going for about $129 on Amazon. So I paid like $160 to get this Shout Factory exclusive with the posters and all that stuff. But to just get the box set for $130, that's an amazing deal. You got to break this down and think about the price here. It seems like a lot, but this is 12 movies plus a bonus disc. So 130 divided by 12, that's like $11 on average per movie. So that is not a bad deal at all, guys. And you get all the Friday the 13th movies in one go. So that's an awesome set. I'm super excited about digging into these guys. But let's get into the other things that are coming out this week, because we actually have a lot of amazing stuff. This is an excellent week in the world of physical media collecting, because one of my all-time favorite comedies of all time, a movie I've been watching since I was like 10, it got me into the Kevin Smith View Askew verse. I think I saw this before I saw Clerks. Mallrats is getting an Arrow video Blu-ray release. My only gripe to this is I wish Clerks would have got one too. I wish that maybe they could have released them both at the same time, because I would love to have both of them. Those are easily my top two of all the Kevin Smith films is Clerks and Mallrats. I love both of those films so much. So I'm still on the fence of whether or not I'm going to order this or not. I've been thinking about ordering it off of Amazon. I don't know. I keep going back and forth. The cover, I'm not too crazy about that cover, but I do really want this. I don't have it in Blu-ray. I don't have it in DVD anymore either. I used to, but I sold it off when I sold all my Blu-rays a few years ago. But I would like to own this again. I just don't know if I want to get the Arrow set to do that. So there are a lot of amazing special features in it though. But Requiem for a Dream is a movie that I am going to pick up on 4K. It's a Darren Aronofsky film that I haven't seen before. So I'm looking forward to picking up that 4K and checking it out. But that is being distributed by Lionsgate, and it's pretty, when I'm looking, it's pretty cheap right now. I think it's like $16.99 that you can get that film on Amazon in 4K. So that's a great deal for a new 4K. District 9 is the other big one that's coming out this week, guys. That Neil Blomkamp film that I think came out in 2009. That is getting a 4K release, and it's also getting a Best Buy exclusive steelbook. And both of these covers look pretty cool. The original 4K cover is just the regular, original poster, but that Best Buy exclusive steelbook is like the sign of the No Aliens thing in there. That's a really cool steelbook that I like. The steelbook is $27.99 at Best Buy. The regular 4K is going to be $22.99. So I don't think I'm picking this up, but I do really like that steelbook, and I'm hoping when we do my Blu-ray hunt tomorrow that I'm going to be able to catch a glimpse of it in stores, but we'll see. But another steelbook, guys, we got a few steelbooks that are coming out this week. We got the Motel Hell steelbook coming out from Scream Factory as well. And this is a 4K scan of Motel Hell. I haven't seen this movie, but I am excited to check that out at some point, as I am a bunch of horror movies. El Camino, the movie that came out, the Breaking Bad sequel that came out on Netflix last year. And this is pretty interesting. And I think I announced this on a past Physical Media Report episode, but that's getting a steelbook release, just the steelbook, being released by Sony. This is a Blu-ray steelbook, and this is going for $31.49 right now on Amazon.com. So that's a pretty steep price for that. It's not saying whether or not it's a Best Buy exclusive steelbook or an Amazon exclusive steelbook, or I mean, obviously it's not Best Buy if it's on Amazon, but this is an interesting kind of situation where they're not doing a regular Blu-ray cover or anything like that. This is a Netflix film as well, so that's kind of unusual that it's coming out with a physical media release. But yeah, El Camino, you can get it on Amazon, steelbook from Sony that's distributing this, $31.49. So I wonder if it's a kind of thing where it's because it's Breaking Bad and Sony owns the rights and Netflix owns some of the rights, that they have to be able to release it like that. But if that's the case, I just wonder why it's just a steelbook, why they couldn't do a regular Blu-ray or 4K or whatever, because I would have bought it. I do like that steelbook cover, but I don't just want the steelbook. I would like just a regular slipcover of the film. But I don't know, it's just me. I really enjoyed that film a lot. I thought it was, I didn't think that it was really right to take that series any further, because I thought the finale of Breaking Bad was so perfect. That's my all-time favorite TV show. But I thought that they continued the story of Jesse and wrapped it up in a really nice and beautiful way. And I did enjoy that film a lot. But Batman Death in the Family, which is a new Warner Brothers DC animated film that is coming out this week as well. And no exclusives that I could tell for that. That's a series of short films, I think is what it said. I only found the Blu-ray. I didn't find any like Target Steelbooks or something. I know Target does Steelbooks for that sometimes. Sometimes Best Buy will do like the action figures and stuff. I didn't see any of that. So I also got Fleabag, the Amazon original series, is getting a complete series Blu-ray this week as well. Claudine is coming out from Criterion collection this week. So that's a Criterion title that's coming out. The only Criterion that's coming out this week. We also have Terror in the Isles, which is a Scream Factory release. That is coming out this week as well. We have Warning from Space, an Arrow video release that is coming out this week. The Doorman comes out this week as well, which has the guy from The Professional in it. And I think somebody else, I can't remember the name of it, but I'm going to post an image up here so you'll be able to see it. That's being released by Lionsgate on Blu-ray. We also have Broil, which is a Well Go USA title that's being released this week. Kino Lorber, let's check out all of their new titles that are coming out this week. Like I said, we talk about Kino Lorber all the time on this show. They're the most consistent as far as how they put out Blu-rays week to week. They're always coming out with 5-6 titles every single week. They got Rawhead Rex, a steelbook, so that's interesting. Kino Lorber doing a steelbook this week. S.O.S. Titanic is coming out on Blu-ray. Deep Star 6 is coming out on Blu-ray. The Chalk Garden, Test Tube Babies plus Guilty Parents. That's an interesting title right there. And we also got From Mill Creek. Let's talk about Mill Creek a little bit. The Pledge, which is starring Jack Nicholson. We also have a 3-film collection set, Diabolique, Incognito, and The In Crowd. We also have a 2-film collection that's coming out, Imaginary Crimes and Silent Falls. And Full Moon Features is bringing out Ouija's Hollowed Night. So I haven't heard of this movie, but I will say, there is an entire sub-horror genre of like weed-based horror films. I don't know if it started with like Leprechaun in the Hood or where that actually originated, but if you go on Amazon Prime and you search like these weed-based horror films, I did it one time, it was a couple years ago, so I don't know if all these movies are still on there. There was at least 20-30 movies that were like weed-based horror films that had like weed in the title. It's really weird and strange, that trend, at least to me. Not something I personally have any interest in checking out, but if you're a fan of, Full Moon Features and want to check out this Ouija set, go right for it because it's coming out this week. We also have 2 Exorcist films, those Exorcist prequel films, which is Dominion, prequel to The Exorcist, is being released by Sony this week. Exorcist The Beginning is getting a Blu-ray release from Sony this week. So I'm not a fan of either one of these Exorcist films. I know they came out in the early 2000s. It just, to me, like that was the beginning of me just becoming disinterested with this whole possession, supernatural genre that didn't pick back up for me until Insidious and The Conjuring came out. But yeah, these are not good movies in my opinion, but they're getting Blu-ray releases, so if you enjoy them, pick them up. Warner Archive is coming out with some titles this week as well. Sergeant York, Space Ghost, and Dino Boy, and Reversal of Fortune, all coming out from Warner Archive this week, as well as the American West Season 1 being released by RLJE Entertainment. So that is it, guys. That is it for all the new releases this week. Tons of stuff coming out in the world of physical media this week. So definitely a lot to get excited about. And I'm super excited to check out this Friday the 13th set. So again, if you guys haven't ordered this, if you haven't picked it up, I haven't watched them yet. I know there's been some rumblings about there being problems here and there with some discs. I'm going to get into it. I'm going to cover that in future videos. But just for my money, for me seeing it, for how happy I am with it, I think it's worth it. So, but again, I need to get into the titles. But appreciate you guys watching this show today, guys. Joining me in my physical media journey as I walk you through all the news and announcements and everything coming out this week. So go ahead and drop me a comment below, like what gets you excited of everything that we covered, because we covered a lot of exciting stuff today. So I would love to hear from you in the comments below. I love talking with you guys about physical media, engaging with you in the comment section. So definitely comment down below. Also, guys, like this video. Just please give this video a small like. I would definitely appreciate it. Subscribe to my channel if you haven't already, and we'll be back next Monday for episode 27 of the Physical Media Report. And we'll see you next time.